Hi, welcome to the Living Light YouTube channel. One of the first videos really, so bear with the quality and the execution. I really just want to try and start getting some of this information out, as I'm seeing a lot of people greatly do on YouTube. And yeah, their first videos aren't necessarily the best, but hopefully the quality of information is gonna make you stick around. And I'm gonna definitely try and do more frequent videos, so in time it will build and it will create a bigger picture of just the immense changes that are happening. So I really am going to use the Keys of Enoch to probably be the basis of where a lot of my videos are gonna come from, because it is such a intense but rich book full of information. It's definitely gonna be given in short drabs. So on that note, really what I wanted to take you first to is the hierarchies. Again, you find this in the Keys of Enoch, and as you can see at the very top it says Ancient of Days. That is actually a being. It's the being who was first and the being who was last, the Alpha and Omega, and this being actually graces the earth with their presence. I believe this being is Thoth or Enoch or Merlin. It's been known by many names, and if the prophecies are correct, and if we are in that time when it's the end of days, then another version of this being will be having some kind of involvement in the latter part of this cycle. And then after that, you see the paradise suns, and you see there's six circles, and then there's a big one in the center. So it makes seven, and I'm putting this as the seven divine rays of light, and these are held by different archangels. So Archangel Michael is one. Then there's Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, and three others. And the divine rays are coloured rays. So like Michael, he would be the one in charge of the blue ray, and that ray is the ray of divine will. And then if I think of Archangel Zadkiel for another example, his ray is the ray of transmutation and alchemy, which is the violet ray. And they all have their different functions, and it's actually the violet ray that is very prominent at this time because of the immense shift and transformation that is happening. But again, that's a subject for another matter. And then underneath that, you have like the office of the Christ, and then you have the Adam and Cadmon, and then you have the 144,000 ascended masters. And then after that, then it's brotherhoods governing physical, spiritual planets. So basically you see that there is a hierarchy, and there is an order to things and an order to God's word. And if what's coming to light, and I really think it's making itself more and more clear and more obvious in terms of the Nubian race having their history and identity stolen, that they were the former, and basically you've had another race kind of like wipe them out of the history books, and smash off the noses of all of the different monuments and things like that, so that you can't really see that actually they were black people, and they've inserted themselves to be the former race or the supreme race, and that's like the devil of white supremacy, and if this is saying what it is saying, then we are in for a massive shock. And that's why I'm doing this video, because it's just really just to kind of prepare people, and just to let them know that all right, we've all been duped, really, but truth is truth, isn't it? It can only be kept hidden for so long. The next one I wanted to show you was just a little bit from the Keys of Enoch, because it is so intense, really. But here, from number 8, it says, the change of the electromagnetic density in the Earth's atmosphere will activate some species to become more violent and other species more Christ-like, as man is pulled either into an upward spiral of light or negated by the breakdown of the old electromagnetic frequency. This will bring about a complete reorganization of the Earth's life system as a human creation begins to operate with a new magnetic and electromagnetic power. So basically, that's taken from the Keys. What it's saying is that the new cycle that we're in, it's given the Earth a new electromagnetic frequency. We are electromagnetic beings, and therefore this is one of the main reasons why we're just seeing so much turmoil, so much uprising, everything shifting. The old patterns of way of life is just being obliterated, basically, but a new pattern and a new way of life is emerging, and that new way of life is a more spiritual, more enhanced, more connected to the earth and connected to spirit way of life, and that is going to be the way of life that is coming. And this is the reason why I guess my guides have just been kind of like guiding me just to kind of share just a little bit of what I know. So again, if you've made it to the end, again, I'll say apologies for the quality. I know it's not necessarily that great. I'm just screenshotting and recording, and when I work out how to better do videos, they will get better. But I just figured, let me just start putting this information out there just in little bits, and then in time people will be able to go through it at their leisure and build a bigger picture. So thanks for that, and take care.